Fearow is a rather simple Pokemon in GSTNU that has always been doing the exact same thing. It's a Pokemon that has been around since the start of the tier's history, being present in the Mr. Mime, Feraligatr, and Poliwrath plus Raichu metagames. While never a top tier Pokemon, it has always been a solid, potentially slept on threat. When the Xatu metagame rolled around, Fearow was still a decent Pokemon, sitting around the A- tier on the viability rankings. It was a scary, albeit flawed Pokemon in the tier. Personally, I never knew why people slept on Fearow so much for so long, but around late 2021, people started to realise that Fearow had serious potential as an offensive threat, and the way the tier had developed had favoured the bird. This led to Fearow rising in usage in NUSD2 and all other tournaments after that, turning what was once a decent one into one of the best Pokemon in the tier in some people's eyes. So here's what Fearow does and what made it rise. Fearow is very comparable to the best Pokemon in GSTNU, Xatu. Aside from them both being birds, both are fast and powerful flying types with a great secondary stab. Fearow is basically the physical version of Xatu as a result. However, Fearow is even stronger than Xatu, and is also faster. Fearow has a very respectable attack stat of 90, and as I have said in previous videos, GSTNU is not a tier well equipped to handle normal types, due to the scarcity of rock types and good physically bulky Pokemon. As a result, Fearow is often very challenging to switch into. It deals over 40% to almost every Pokemon in the tier with Double Edge, and 2KOs many offensive Pokemon such as Xatu, Magmar, and Dugtrio. First, Fearow also has Stab Drill Peck, which scares flying weak Pokemon such as Gloom, Primeape, and Pineco. It sits at an excellent speed tier of 100, outspeeding Xatu, Primeape, Magmar, Statler, and Kingler. The speed is what truly makes Fearow an excellent offensive Pokemon and revenge killer, as a Pokemon that wants to switch in and check Fearow needs to be very healthy and not be too KO'd by Double Edge, which is quite a limited list. Fearow also makes for a great Rest Talk user, being fast and not having two strong stab moves that Sleep Talk can select when Rest Talking. Rest Talk also means Fearow does not have to fear Gloom stuns for. Its decent bulk alongside an immunity to spikes means it is also able to come in more than one might think, as Pokemon such as Xatu fail to 2KO without Double Edge recoil. The only real counters to Fearow are rock types, Sudowoodo, Shuckle, Graveler, and Pupitar, but all these Pokemon can be hard to fit on teams for reasons I'll go over soon. And aside from that, Fearow is an insanely dangerous Pokemon when used by a smart trainer. It took a while for people to realise this, but now that they do, they fear Fearow.